laughs, bits, tangents. Matt and Mike, virginal fans, began watching One Piece and everything the show had to offer, and their nonsense ideas drove them to create their podcast.
Buggy the Clown is back. Fuck.
This is a One Piece podcast.
These words lured listeners to their grand show in what's now known as the Funpiecepodcast.
Yayo, 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 ho ho, set sail for Fun Piece. It's the name of the podcast with Matt and Mike. Yayo, yayo, set sail for Fun Piece.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the Fun Piece Podcast. My name is Matt.
My name is Mike. That was. I couldn't hear 90% of that because Discord cut you out.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Fun Piece Podcast. This is Matt. That's Mike. Please, I hope I didn't scare you away with the beginning of this episode. Welcome. This is a One Piece podcast. Mike and I are watching One Piece for the very first time.
Never saw it before. Won't ever see it again.
We've only seen 435 episodes, which is not much at all, really.
Yeah. And a movie. And a movie.
Hey, everybody. Last week's episode was a very special new format that we tried out. Mm-hmm. Did you hate it?
If you liked it, you're welcome. If you hated it, fuck you.
Don't tell us. Don't tell us.
Tell me, and I'll tell you to go eat rocks.
Yeah, no, but really, if you did like last week's episode, I know it's got a little bit of a slow start, but like I thought there's some gold in there. So if you like the watch along for Strong World, let us know. Join the Discord link in the description.
I think you mean a slow start. Man, I think you mean a slow start.
Oh, a slow start. Yes. Oh, grapes.
Oh man, I can't talk about it. It's a spoiler for like new stuff. It's fine. It's nothing. I can't wait for that movie that's all about Foxy. It's gonna be so fucking hype.
I can't believe there's a whole movie about Foxy.
Matt, I'm buying that shit on Blu-ray.
On Blu-ray?
Yeah, it's gonna count toward my Foxy collection.
Not on HD DVD?
They killed that.
It could still exist.
I don't have my Xbox 360 or the HDD drive extender.
What if you should see, because what time was that? When was that killed? When was HD DVD killed? Because
you want me to see?
Yes, I do. Because maybe they did release the Foxy movie.
2007?
Maybe they did release the Foxy movie at that point. You never know.
I'm just going to see. It's on Amazon.
Oh, heck yeah. You mean Zappos.com?
What the fuck?
It's been so many years. You never went to Zappos.com?
Zappos.com?
Yeah.
No.
It was a shoe website that it turned into Amazon. You didn't know that?
Zappos.com.
Yeah.
Man, it still goes to Zappos.com, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Whatever. Anyway, hey, everybody. Mike and I are watching Impel Down right now. We're back. Last week was a hiatus to talk about Strong World, but this week we're back talking about Impel Down, and all the good things are happening.
So much. We're back at it. We're living our lives. Things are good.
Honk me off. I'm so excited.
I'm gonna, by the end of it, I looked like Mr. 3 covered in his own wax fruit.
Whoa.
He was wax juicing all over the place.
Because of who specifically?
These were, Matt.
What?
These were gooey episodes.
These were glorpy, slorpy episodes.
Just real schlop 'em ups.
The amount of adjectives that I have to describe these episodes that are in the glompy, glorpy, schlompy, slonk, glorp, blonk, blorp, schlock. Like, oh boy, it was a lot. There was Magellan is one glompy boy.
I had to wipe my screen with a sponge constantly. It was so glorpular.
But like, think about
These were
he has the best
moist
job ever. Though
episodes.
he's the best job ever. Though you just shitting for most of the day, and you have a special custom shit box to be brought around.
Dude.
That shit's
that
shit
has
is
working
awesome.
plumbing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Best job
little
ever.
windows. Oh man,
I
yeah.
understand why why Hannibal wants his job so bad. That's the best job
Yeah,
ever.
you just
tell a
You
bunch
just
of other
poison people and you shit.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's the shit's best.
Man.
How many times? What's the most amount of times you've pooped on the job in one shift, Mike?
Ooh, my current job, you know how many times I've pooped on the job?
How many?
Once.
That's it?
In the past, was it like a year and some change that I guess for this company that I've worked for,
You've only
twice. Which
pooped on the job
for the
twice?
I've worked for this company like for a while.
Oh my goodness.
But
You got
it's like a couple of years. But I've only pooped on the job twice, and both times it was like diarrhea.
Oh no.
So
that's it.
yeah.
You gotta up your game.
I don't like pooping outside of my own house.
Wow, you're weird.
If it's not urgent, I'm gonna do it at home.
All right, you do whatever you want. It's fine. Man,
I piss constantly.
big
though.
piss. Big piss.
Just constantly pissing.
This is a One Piece podcast, everyone, by the way.
Sometimes I go to the bathroom so no one can find me.
Oh yeah, like I would count that as well. Like, how many times have you like gone and sat in the stall on the job but not actually done anything?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I constantly don't do stuff. I mean, if I have to do stuff because my job is like helping people, I do it. But if I don't have to do stuff, I don't do.
In the stall, sitting there on the phone, waiting
just
a good 20-minute chunk of time.
I'm just tapping that flusher knob.
Yeah, don't come in here.
Just watching it swirl. Just watching it. Yeah, if I hear a knock on the door, I start screaming.
When I did room service at a resort that I will not name, back in the day, I did room service for a few years.
The first time it sounded like you said rim service.
I did rim service as well. No, I did room service. I did breakfast room service at a particular resort that I will not say the name of. But anyway, I did that for a number of years, and I think I for one shift, because I had finished bringing because morning room service at a hotel, people want their stuff in the morning, so you bring it, and then like once everybody gets their stuff, you're just kind of waiting. I'm like waiting for people to eat so that I could go back and get those trays. So I had like 12 trays that morning, sent them out, did the thing, and then I was just sitting around, and I just kept like doing laps. And I probably went and sat in the stall in the bathroom like at minimum 4 times, just sitting. And I like would feel self-conscious, so I'd like take, you do like the whole business inside, just like get yourself situated, because I felt like awkward if someone were to look under the stall and see I was fully pantsed up sitting on the toilet.
You just cry. I think they'd accept that. I had a really low paying job once, and I got to work, and this was a job where I could get my entire job done in like 2 hours, 3 hours on a regular day. I would probably take about an hour and a half in the morning. I'd take a shit. I would make some tea. I'd like make some oatmeal, and then I'd sit down at my desk and I'd like just kind of peruse my phone for a little bit, and then I would get started and do stuff. And I got there. It was me and one other lady who still likes a lot of my posts on Instagram. We didn't really talk much, if ever. And
do you think she's a fan of the podcast now?
Maybe. We're buds. We're like, I consider her a friend.
Hell yeah.
I'd take a bullet.
Hell yeah. Whoa.
But we were the only ones there. Like 7:30 in the morning, I changed my shift because I didn't want to be there when other people were there. And then like everyone rolled in at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. It was like fucking great because like by the time everybody was in the middle of their day, I was going home. Fucking loved it.
Hell yeah.
So good.
Sounds delightful.
So I pooped a lot on that job.
Nice. Because you felt
It
safe.
was real good. Yeah.
You felt so safe.
I knew nobody was gonna walk in and hear my dirty secrets.
Tell us one here on the podcast.
I was talking about I called my poos my dirty secrets.
Oh.
You want me to tell you about one of my poos?
Yeah, what's its name?
I don't. Winnie. Oh, bother.
That was so fast. That was like you were ready. You were ready with that. Oh my goodness. Wow.
You know, I got a lot of ingrained. I don't want to sound like the most insufferable white man, but I'm a bit of an improviser.
Man, I feel like I've been really excited because like behind the curtain, it's like it seems like a few more of you motherfuckers are listening than there have been before. I feel like we just tanked that with the first 10 minutes of this episode.
Talking about shit? No, that's listen. That's what they're here. They're like, oh man, I can't wait for them to get back into their Impel Down talk, but I really hope they talk about poop for the first 10 minutes.
I cannot wait to hear about the poo stories and the poo secrets before they talk about Impel Down after last week's episode. Oh my goodness, they can't top it.
It's on topic. It's on brand. They can't be mad.
I mean, it is. It really is actually with freaking Poopy McPooperson Magellan over there.
Big Toots.
Big Toots Magellan.
All boots.
Big Toots all slop Magellan.
Matt, I'm going to say a number, and I don't know how you're going to interrupt me.
Okay.
But I'm excited to find out how.
Episode
430.
Honk, 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 honk. He's here, baby. Buggy Watch. We're back. He's here. He's not going anywhere. He's got his blue, luscious, scampy-footed, diced delicacy of a clown, motherfucking beautiful. I did write it down because I wanted something special for our beautiful clown boy. I was trying to combine the blue-haired because he's got blue luscious locks, and I wanted to say blue and luscious and say bluscious, but then I thought that would be something else though because it's like I'm blushing, I'm bluscious, I'm luscious, and I'm blushing, which I guess he's also that though.
I'm kind of into blushes.
Yeah, blushes, or is it blucious? But then that feels like it's like I'm like
I think that's the guy who does the tech for Batman, Lucius Fox.
Lucius Fox, yeah. He's kind of sad.
He's a Batman joke.
He's luscious, but he's sad. He's blue. I'm blucious. I'm blucious. Anyway, Buggy's not going anywhere. He's here for the long term. We love him so much. He's a fucking legend.
We love Buggy. Matt wants that Bagussy.
I want that Clanussy. Have you noticed, like, every level of Impel Clanussy? Have you seen every level of Impel Down they go down? He just keeps gathering more weapons on his back.
He lost the axe, but then he
gained like 5 more swords. By the end of these
episodes, he's got like a gun and like 2 swords and like a ton of shit. Yeah,
literally
he's like
every time he beats someone up, he's like, "Oh, I'll take that," or just like put that on my back. So good,
fucking amazing. This episode is titled episode 430, titled "Send Noodles."
Ooh,
send noodles. Yeah,
this episode was very exciting because we got to hear our boy Jimby.
Yeah, we did. He's kind of got like an affect to his voice.
He's got a little gravel to him. Yeah. Guards are being all silly, talking about.
Yeah, they're on the bottom floor. They're like, "This is an easy job."
Yep. And then they're like, "Jimby's down there." Should we keep calling him Jimby, or should we say it by his real name, Jimbei?
Jambi the genie.
I don't want to say Jambi the genie because
It's weird that they're both blue.
I mean, they are both blue, but he's definitely not a genie. He's definitely a blue fishman.
He's got genie qualities. If you had no context for One Piece and somebody pointed at Jinbe and said he's a genie, you might say, yeah.
Well, yeah. I feel like, I think it's hard because a lot of like big, sexy, buff, blue cartoons are genies.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like
the genie.
The genie from Aladdin.
Or the genie from live action Aladdin.
or
the
genie. No, not that genie. No, the genie from the television cartoon Aladdin.
Or what color was Shaquille O'Neal? Blue. Was that Shaq?
I don't know. Shaq wasn't blue.
Was he a genie?
Was that in
Kazam?
Kazam?
Is that what I'm thinking of?
I think you're thinking of Kazam. Yes.
Okay, no, they didn't.
He wasn't blue. I don't know why you thought he was blue.
Oh, the cover's blue.
That makes sense. Anyway,
Man,
Jinbe
Shaq should always dress like that. He looks like a fucking badass. Do you want to watch? Hold on. Instead of another One Piece movie, do you want to watch Kazam?
I've seen it, but yeah, I watch it. I feel like people always have like a weird Mandela effect where they think that
it's called Shazam.
Yeah,
because there's
there's sick people.
They thought it was Sinbad?
Yeah, there's sick people.
Yeah, they thought it was Sinbad.
Yeah. Sorry. I always think, whenever I think of Sinbad, I think of Jingle All the Way. Where he blows up spoilers. He blows up the police officer with the supposed post office bomb, and then he's like, "That was actually a bomb. This is a sick world filled with sick people," and then just keeps walking. Oh, it's the best. Fucking love Sinbad.
We're the true villains of One Piece. We got one sentence into talking about episode 430,
and now I'm talking about Jingle All the Way.
Talking about we started talking about genies, and then we went to Kazam naturally, and then we went to Sinbad, and then we went to Jingle All the Way. It's just the natural.
It's the natural present. Yeah, everyone's just like, I just want to know what they're fucking thinking about Ace and Boa and everything else, and we're just like, oh, so Jingle All the Way. This is the best podcast in the world. Anyway,
I'm trying to think who I would cast. Sinbad passed away, right?
I believe.
I think so. I think he did. But who would you cast Sinbad as in One Piece?
Sinbad is alive.
What?
Yeah, Sinbad did
Talk
not
about.
die.
I just found my own Mandela effect.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, he lives in Michigan, or he was born in Michigan. There he is. Yeah. Sinbad is alive. Hey, everyone! Congratulations.
Good for Sinbad.
Sinbad's
67.
alive. Oh hell yeah! He did voices for freaking the Lion Guard. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Have you seen the Lion Guard? Sorry, again, this is a One Piece podcast. Have you seen the Lion Guard?
No.
It's like a.
Is this like a?
It's a Disney Channel TV
Lion King thing?
Cartoon. Yeah, it's like a spin-off of Lion King. But holy shit, what's his name? Christopher.
Whoa, who's fucking Fursona? Okay, look up the listener. Hey Google, show me the Lion Guard, and then look at is this the main character? This Simba-looking motherfucker with red hair?
Yeah.
And an arm tattoo?
Yeah.
And a scar? Whose fucking Lion King Fursona is this? This is the most self-insert character. They all have tattoos.
They might. It's fine. Anyway, I'm an adult.
I've never.
I had to just click on I'm an adult.
Never seen
You never seen The Lion Guard? If you look up,
I've never fucking seen The Lion Guard.
Okay, so there's an actor named Christopher Jackson, and this is the theater nerd coming out of me. I'm not like a whatever. Anyway,
I'm mad now.
Shut the fuck up, Mike. So there's an actor named Christopher Jackson. He played fucking George Washington in Hamilton. Whatever. That doesn't matter. What's more important is The Lion Guard. And in The Lion Guard, he plays a character named Shuja. And Shuja has the best fucking song I've ever heard in the world. And everyone should go listen to it.
How's it go, Matt?
One moment. I'm pulling it up.
Did they get Northwest to sing that one too?
Oh God, no.
Is that her name? Northwest?
Maybe.
I'm gonna be the very best, like no one was before.
I could send it to you.
Matt's
I'm
fucking
so
Googling The Lion Guard.
I don't want to.
At least when I do the cover story bit, it's relevant.
Well,
What do you do? What was that?
Do what Shuja do. All right, I'm gonna send it to you, and you should use it at the end of this episode. It's very important. This has so much to do with One Piece. Shuja,
I wish
do what Shuja do.
I was on.
Anyway,
I wish I was on level 4 of Impel Down.
Shut up. This bit lasted like 2 minutes, while your bits last 15 minutes, which resulted in me
love them.
Which resulted in me being so mad that Spawnum's alive that I pooped my pants.
It's true. We had to hose you off for an hour.
Anyway, we should really get to talking about Impel Down because we literally got maybe 10 seconds into the first episode.
We got an email about wanting 2-hour episodes, so it's fine.
I mean, we did, but I don't know if they wanted freaking me talking about the Lion Guard.
The Lion Guard. Let's dive into Bluey, Matt. Let's figure out what Bluey's all about.
Did you hear about Bluey?
No, I haven't seen a single episode of Bluey.
Bluey's the best. They just ripped everybody's hearts out.
I did this.
So
what? Literally?
Yeah, they just finished. They're going on hiatus right now. Bluey is, and they released their final episode called The Sign, where basically Bluey's parents are selling the house. They're selling the childhood home they live in. And it's really sad, and they have to pack up the whole house, and they're about to leave. Spoilers for Bluey, The Sign. And at the very end, Bluey and Bingo, everybody's so sad. They're about to leave, and then the kids are so sad, and then their dad, Bandit, gets up, and he goes over, and he rips the for sale sign out of the ground and throws it down, and he's just like, we're not moving. And the kids are like, oh, so happy. It's really emotional.
Why did they have to move in the first place?
I don't remember, but it's fine.
Oh, okay.
They're not leaving. And apparently a lot of children who his parents had recently had to do the same thing got really mad at their parents because they're like, why didn't you rip the sign out of the ground and not let us move? Bluey did it.
Sometimes the house you live in gets sold out from under you, and you don't have a choice in the matter.
Exactly.
Isn't that crazy?
Isn't it crazy? Anyway,
Jimby and Ace are sharing a cell.
They are. And Jimby's voice is gravelly, and we fucking love it.
Yep. He's going on about how he would give his life to stop the oncoming fight. He's really upset about it. He'll get more into it later.
Yep. Meanwhile, Buggy, Luffy, Mr. 3, they took out the basilisk.
What's
that was
Mr.
running.
3's Christian name?
I don't care.
Okay.
No one refers to him as anything but Mr. 3.
I've got Bon Clay's name down, and I got Daz Bones, which is the fucking... It's a good name. It's a good name.
Days Bones.
Days Bones.
Days Bonies. Anyway, they just took out a basilisk, and the three of them are running. And they're like, hell yeah, look what we did. Ha 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 ha. And they end up doing a triple team attack on a bunch of beasts. But then the big beasts end up turning into smaller scorpion beasts.
Yep.
And they're doing a big old Scooby-Doo run around.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I have to say, I fucking did not like the faces on any of these beasts. I know there was like a description of how they like put
You're wrong.
they put the like
You're
human
wrong.
faces on the beasts to like fuck with the prisoners and stuff.
They're manticores.
Yeah.
And they mimic people, and it's so fucking good because they're just like
It's just Moji. All their faces are Moji's face.
I know, and I fucking love his face so fucking much. Oh my god! But can you imagine how fucking scary that would be? You turn around a corner and there's a lion with a man face, and he's just like, "Women strawberry panties," and you go, "Oh god."
Yeah, it would be a little scary for sure. They do a lot of Scooby-Doo running around.
The fact that they're just mimicking people and they're like starting with like scary, like I'm being tortured things, but then they get into weird shit, and then fucking the Sphinx.
Yeah,
they run into the Sphinx.
I did like the Sphinx. The Sphinx was very fun.
Looks like a grandpa, and he's just talking. He's just saying different types of noodles.
Hot pot noodle. I want rice.
Hot pot noodles.
Rice noodle. Wonton noodle.
Chinese noodles. Smash.
He's just smashing things. He wants noodles real bad.
Yeah,
it's good.
This entire time, Buggy and Mr. 3, basically throughout these episodes, are constantly like, "How do we ditch Luffy and get out of here?"
But then Luffy says something nice, like, "Oh, that's okay, you can leave," and they're just like, "Oh, we love him so much." He's great.
Luffy does a bazooka on the Sphinx, and it just kind of pisses him off.
Yeah.
Mr. 3 then tricks the Sphinx with a bunch of copies of himself.
This is
like he did to Luffy, but they're not like painted like they were before. Because the child did that.
Buggy and Mr. 3 did just before this though I know they're like trying to get away, but they made a formal alliance with one another. Do you ship them? Do you think they would kiss each other and love each other and hold each other tender?
Matt, I think Buggy knows he can do better.
This is true.
I think Buggy would make Mr. 3 think that they're lovers.
Oh.
And then just wouldn't.
Mr. 3 is like a rebound for Buggy. From who? I don't know, but he's a rebound.
Yeah. Like, I think Buggy's only loving himself, you know?
That's true, but like, okay, let's back up. Just a moment. We'll take a tangent. Of all the characters we've met in One Piece so far, who do you think Buggy could share a life with? It's not Shanks. It's not Shanks.
Okay.
It's not fucking Shanks.
I think.
Fuck Shanks.
I think it's not.
Fuck that man.
Shanks.
I don't like Shanks.
Maybe it's Mihawk.
They both just scorned lovers of Shanks.
yeah. They bond over how much they hate Shanks.
Yeah.
And Mihawk is the bottom.
Whoa!
Because he likes to not have power.
That's true.
Because he's a powerful man.
Exactly.
So he likes to relinquish it in the bedroom.
Give him the buggy ball.
I think Foxy and Buggy had a tryst, but it didn't pan out because they're both men with large egos.
Do you think it was like both of them were dressed up at a party?
Oh no, I just thought about what Foxy would be so good at sexually.
Oh no, you have to share.
I'm not gonna say.
Are you gonna goo? Goo ahead and share with us, Mike.
I'm on the edge and I'm about to goo. I'm not.
You have to.
Not. I just hinted at it. It's fine. Astute listeners will figure it out.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, I know.
Slow beam. Gross. Gross. Oh, gross. You're so gross.
I can't believe I hadn't thought of it until now.
Man, everyone suffered through 10 minutes of poop talk to get to this gold.
Thinking about it. I don't know.
I mean, that makes sense. Mihawk's a good thought.
I ship Buggy and Mihawk.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Well, like, Buggy's the one guy Mihawk couldn't cut. So he'd never have to be worried because Mihawk doesn't take his sword off.
It's
ever.
true. Yeah, and if he's down there,
The sword stays on.
the sword stays on during. All right. Anyway, 3 makes a bunch of wax dudes. Sphinx smashes up all the copies and ends up smashing a bunch. Luffy's having a great time watching the Sphinx smash the ground. And then what happens?
Yeah, he's like on the Sphinx, like giggling the entire time.
Yeah, what happens?
The smashing starts to break the floor, and they all go crashing down to level 3.
Oh no!
Hard cut. Jimby telling Ace that he hates most pirates, but he likes Whitebeard because when Roger did the thing, all the pirates were coming, and the only way to get through the Red Line was to go through Fishman Island, so it was causing a whole bunch of problems. People were being taken as slaves, and island was getting ransacked. And then Whitebeard was like, I claim Fishman Island, and everybody was like, oh, okay. And they leave it alone because Whitebeard is so scary and so powerful.
Yeah.
And then him and Ace mentioned how they almost killed each other fighting once.
Yeah. I'm interested to know more about that.
Yeah.
Please.
Me as well. I feel like Ace would not do great against a wet guy, but who knows?
A wet boy.
You ever try to light a fish on fire underwater?
Have we encountered any fishmen with devil fruit powers? No.
No, I mean, they wouldn't be able to, right? They'd be stuck out of water.
Yeah. Interesting.
And I assume fishmen need water to some degree to live.
Yeah. Interesting.
Like more of like a dolphin situation where they can breathe air but also need to be moist.
Interesting. Do you think underwater they have angel fruits that don't allow them to breathe air?
Ooh, that would be cool.
And it's like, you take this, you get special powers underwater, but you can't go up in the air.
There's like, Monkey L. Duffy, and he's got the stiff fruit, and he's a solid man, solid fish man. And he says, I don't want to be king of anything, and I hate food, and I wear straw pants.
The straw pants fish pirates.
Jimmy talks about how he wanted to save Ace. He would give his life to do it, to stop this war, because he's worried about what will happen when there's that power vacuum. But he believes in a miracle.
He believes in miracles.
And then some little shit.
Just
some
fucking
some
just
honeycomb,
jorking his hook over there.
Some honeycomb hook looking motherfucker with this big shaving scar across his face says he wants to kill Whitebeard.
Did you see?
Sure I couldn't kill a teenager, but I could kill Whitebeard.
Yeah. Did you see him jorking his hook?
He was jorking
there was
his
like
hook.
close-ups on him jorking his hook. I was like, wow.
And there's a bunch of other like nameless psychos also.
They're all just like, yeah.
We want to kill Whitebeard too. We're nasty boys.
We're nasty boys. Noodles. Yeah.
Yep.
Crocodiles down there. If you didn't, did you say that? I don't know if we said that.
Crocodillo, little honeycomb. I still think Luffy should have taken that. I think it would have been very funny if Luffy like had that
in his pants.
The entire be funny as hell, man. I don't know. I don't know why they let him keep that. Also,
yeah. Why would they let him keep his hook in Impel Down? That's really weird.
Pretty easy to remove. Yeah,
that is really weird. Why did they let him keep his hook? It's not part of his body.
Did they take all the poison and weapons out of it?
Maybe. That is weird.
Yeah.
Why did they?
He's made of sand. It'd be easy to remove.
Yeah. Why did they let him keep his hook?
I guess he can't do much with it while he's locked up like that, but I don't know.
I mean, he could hit other prisoners with the sharp point of it.
I mean, I don't think they're worried about prisoners killing prisoners.
He could hit
that
guards
much.
with the sharp point of it. He could pick the locks of his sea prism stone handcuffs with his pointy hook.
I don't know. It doesn't, for being the scariest jail ever, it doesn't seem very well managed.
I mean, no, we'll talk about that in a bit.
Yeah.
Poop Town. over here.
MVP was Noodles Cat.
Hell yeah, Noodles.
And that's the end of the episode.
Episode
431. Are you doing an Adam Sandler?
No, I'm not. I could, but I'm not.
Matt,
What?
when you're queer, never fear.
I don't know.
There's a certain someone who says that. If you're queer, you don't have to fear.
Cool. Thanks.
Absolute fucking legend. Listen. Once the influence of One Piece gives us live action Bon Clay.
Mm-hmm.
Spoilers, Bon Clay's in this fucking episode.
Yeah. The world is going to change. The world is going to change.
The world's going to fucking lose their... Because, I feel like they have not extended outside the sphere of influence of the weird little anime community. Little freaks.
Yeah.
That's what you are. And then once it gets out there, the influence...
Are you just saying One Piece is going to blow up even more than it already blows up?
I think One Piece Season 2 is going to be, live action is going to be great. But Bon Clay, I think, if they do it right, if they do Bon Clay right, it's going to be fucking crazy. Also, I just had a scary thought.
What? What is it?
I'm not going to say it. I'm going to keep it to myself. No, I'll tell you. You know how, no, I can't say it. I can't say it.
Why?
It's fine. It's fine.
Why?
I don't know. I just got worried.
About what?
Bon Clay.
Why? He's doing his thing.
You ever see a time skip design?
No.
Yeah.
But I haven't
That's
seen
what
time.
fucking worries
I haven't
me.
seen time skip for a lot of them, so I'm not
That's true.
overly worried
That's
about
true.
it.
That's true.
I also
I'm
hate
worried.
time skip designs, so whatever. I ignore it. Doesn't exist.
You don't like Zoro's time skip design? Zoro
No,
looks
he's
cool.
so fucking
thick.
huge. I hate it. I hate it. He's so thick. I hate it so much. I really, really
Oh
do.
man.
Sorry.
All right. Episode 431. The guards are inspecting level 2, the hole in level 2, and then all the prisoners get out of their cells in handcuffs with the keys that Buggy left them. The guards get informed about Luffy and Ace being siblings, and then all the prisoners kind of swarm them and goes bad.
Mm-hmm.
We cut over to Marine HQ, and Garp is just giggling,
Oh my
maniacally
God.
eating crackers.
Garp-
He's like, I'm so proud of my boys. This is fucking great. I love this. You can't do shit to
Yeah.
me. And Sengoku's just losing his fucking mind, recapping Eni's lobby in Sabaody. And Garp's like, I love this. And Sengoku's like, I swear to God, if you weren't the hero of the Marines, I would send you straight to fucking
Yeah.
Impel Down. He's like, you could kill me or lock me up. It doesn't matter now.
Yeah. And then so what does he do? Sengoku steals his bag of chips and starts eating it. And Garp's like,
Just-
no, those were mine. Those are mine.
Man.
I enjoy, I feel like they've been built up Sengoku as this horrible tyrant of a marine admiral, and fucking Garp just being chowing on snacks, getting under his skin is so fucking funny. It's so good.
It's really good. I don't do you think Sengoku can fight? Do you think he's good in a fight?
for sure.
Because he does seem like mostly administration.
The only oh my goodness, I can't remember anything. The voice actor who does Sengoku,
It sounds familiar.
he also does the voice for in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. He does the voice for a character whose name I can't remember, who's also an old man with a giant mustache. his
It's not the muscles guy, is it?
no.
I think that's Chris
Fuhrer
Sabat.
King Bradley. That's what it is.
Okay.
Anyway, he fucking is an old man, and you're like, oh, he's just like an old man, but spoilers, he can fucking fight. So I know it's two different anime, but in my head, or manga,
Same
both.
dude.
In my head, I'm like, same fucking dude. Like Sengoku is just an old man. He's grumpy all the time, but motherfucker can fight. In my head,
The more ridiculous they look, the stronger they are.
exactly. Well, like Rayleigh looked like he was just like an old hippie man just chilling out, but he like fucking go to town.
Yeah, Rayleigh didn't have like a seagull hat and like a long goat beard thing.
Yeah, he had flip flops.
Like a prong beard.
He had like flip flops and jorts.
If I was living in the One Piece world, if I saw somebody wearing shorts and flip flops, anybody, I would just be like, I'm not fucking with that. Like, I don't. Especially if you're like on a winter island or outside of the area where you would wear that, you'd be like, no, I'm not going near that person.
Yeah,
Are you
fair.
kidding me?
That's fair. Sphinx, Luffy, Buggy 3, all are on the starvation hell level.
Yeah,
it's real hot. Level 3. It's real hot.
It's so hot, a hummingbird fucking gets grilled midair, and Luffy just eats it.
Yeah, and fucking Buggy and 3 are like disgusted by it, and he's like, "Oh, you want any of this?" And they're like, "No." And he's like,
I think it's 3 who's like, "I'm worried that he might eat us soon."
Yeah. It looks like
I think he would.
He definitely. No, it's people. They're friends. It's people.
He'd think about it.
He would think about it for.
I think Luffy would eat somebody he doesn't like.
Maybe. I think.
Yeah.
I think if they had spoken words around him, he would not eat.
Well, no, he wants to eat the Sphinx.
If you speak, no eat. But that's not real words.
No, those are real words.
Those aren't real words. Noodles. You're just saying names of foods. If he says, maybe if something says his name, he can't eat it. That's the rule.
That's the rule.
That's the rule.
It's like his vampire rule.
That's the rule in life, folks. If something or someone says your name, you can't eat it.
That's a challenge.
That's the rule.
Challenge accepted.
That's the rule. That is the guideline when we enter into the next stage of life for this society and world, which is the post-apocalyptic level of the world. If someone says your name, you can't eat them. And them's the rules. I'll make a big sign and I'll carry it around and say, if I say your name, and that's fun because if you find a stranger and you don't know their name, it's like a big hunt. But then
you just have to try to guess it.
You just have to get their wallet out of their pocket before they capture you and eat you. You got pickpocket.
That's how they stop Hannibal Lecter in all the movies.
Yeah, they sneak up on him, take his wallet, and say Hannibal Lecter, and he goes, you got me.
He's famously just like, I'm going to eat your brains, Clarice. And then she goes, not today, Hannibal Lecter. And he goes, oh, damn, you knew my name.
Yep.
I was the guy who trained Zorro.
Yep.
But not that one, the Antonio Banderas.
And he also, when he says, I'm going to eat you, Clarice, that was his way of making sure that she didn't eat him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And she was gonna.
She was ready. She had some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce out. She's ready to go.
Reusable straw straight through one of those holes, right in the eye.
Slorping, glorping.
Slorping and glorping. I bet you didn't think we'd cover shit. Foxy sexual activithis and cannibalism in one episode, but here we are.
This is the best podcast ever.
It's the One Piece range.
This is a One Piece podcast. One Piece is great. We love it. It's wonderful. Anyway, it looks like an indoor desert on level 3 because it's hot underneath. And basically everybody...
Level 4 heats it?
Level 4 heats it. And all the prisoners die from lack of water and they dry up and their bones crumble into dust. And that's what makes the desert.
Fucking so cool. I got...
terrifying.
Oh, man. I thought that was rad as hell.
It was rad, but it was also fucking gross.
the guards have eyes on our little trio here, and they end up looping around back where they started after arguing where to go. And then they get fucking netted in a sea prism stone net. And Luffy goes, "Man, I can't believe how much I've had to deal with nets in the past month." He goes, "Oh man,
Oh man, I hate nets. I have never dealt with more nets than I have in the past days. Before Saba
Really,
Odi, bunch of nets. Saba Odi, no nets, thank goodness. But now here, nets again. Look at all these nets.
you go your whole life and you never see a net, and then you see one net, and then it's all nets all the way
nets
down."
all the way down. Boy, I should make myself into a net.
I guess I did do that one time with my fingers.
I love nets.
Do you remember when Luffy did the finger net thing?
I do remember that. Maybe I should make a whole landscape of nets. I'll call it the Netscape, and I'll navigate it.
Write in if you understood that.
Yeah, send us a transponder snail if you got my
And we'll know that
Netscape
you're
nets.
30 plus.
Yeah, let me know if you got my Netscape navigator jokes.
Send it in with your AOL trial disc.
Yeah. Send an
Oh my
email
God.
using Mozilla Firefox.
We see a little man.
That was a dig on Mike because he uses
Fuck
Firefox.
off. It's a safe browser. I don't care that I can't watch HDR YouTube. I'll survive. I don't even have an HDR monitor, so who cares? Saul Death appears. He's a little guy.
You think I'm going to get a lot of
He
hate from
is-
people who use Mozilla Firefox?
I don't
We just
fucking
lost
use
50
Google
listeners.
Chrome.
Anyway, Saul Death appears. What a name.
Please, I prefer Microsoft Edge.
Foxy's favorite. Foxy's favorite browser.
My favorite browser is Internet Explorer.
My favorite. Do you think there's an edge fruit? Just swords. It's just
Yeah, but it
swords.
probably does not what we. It probably doesn't do what we think it does.
That's fair. We'll just have
makes you sharp.
we'll just have to wait.
I'm surprised that's not what Mist Spiky Fruit had.
It might have
Could've
been.
been
We
an
never
edge
found
fruit.
out.
I think it was the spike fruit.
No, it was the edge fruit.
Okay, Saul Death is a little guy. He's got a hat. He's got a little everybody's kind of devil themed.
Yes.
They've all got pitchforks and stuff. I feel like the net's really big and the holes are like twice the size as Luffy, so it's kind of impressive that they got stuck in it.
I mean, if they get touched
Sphinx-
by the sea prism stone, I think that kind of like
I'm just saying statistically, like the fact that the part of the net that got them was the like net part and they didn't just end up through a hole is kind of crazy.
That's fair.
The Sphinx wakes up, immediately breaks the net, starts yelling about different pasta dishes.
Yep. He does. He yells deep fried noodle, and then Buggy just goes, "Did he say that one yet?" Which I thought was hilarious.
Really good. Luffy punches all the guards. Mr. 3 and Buggy sneak off, and they're like, "Good luck, Straw Hat. Fuck you." And he just goes, "Okay, bye, guys.
Yep.
Thanks for your help so far."
They're just like, "Oh,
And then
man, it's so much."
fights off the guards. We cut over to Boa, Magellan, and company, and they're just riding on an elevator, and it's really slow. That's it.
Then we cut to Buggy and 3, and they're got a good hiding spot. And then we hear, "Oh, two, gran, oh, two, bra, oh, two, gran,
fucking.
oh."
We figured out that Bon Clay was in this, and I still got fucking hyped as shit.
I was so excited. I was so excited. I was like, "They're here! They're here!"
I love Silver Fox Foxy.
Yeah.
I also fucking love Bon Clay.
Yeah,
Love that boy.
the blorbs
Not even that boy, sorry. That
person.
unit. Absolute fucking unit.
Unit. Bon clay, they are big. They're very tall. They're like twice.
Bon clay is
like,
the ideal.
They're twice the size of Luffy.
I actually got really sad because I was like, I wish I was more stretched out so I could reasonably pull off a Bon clay cosplay.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And I also had the thought maybe I should get a bowl cut.
Do it.
The temptation is there. Bon clay is fucking great.
The temptations.
Do you know who the MVP was, man? Do you
is
know
it
who
Bon
the
clay?
MVP was? It's motherfucking Bon clay.
Bon clay. Teaching other prisoners to dance fucking gives us, the viewer, a big old kiss.
Bon clay's been here for a while, and is Bon clay just spinning the entire time?
Yep. Gave us a big old kiss, and it goes on to the to be continued is the kiss that was granted to us.
If you're not spinning, you're sinning.
That's a good Bon clay.
Mm.
Come my way. Come my way. Goo my way, Mike. Goo his way.
You gotta go your own way.
You gotta go your own way. Episode 432.
Episode 432. Bond slay your enemies and see them driven before you. Oh, sorry. No, mine. What I wrote was funnier. Bond slay your enemies and see them giving before you.
Ooh, see them gooing before you. You did this.
I know.
You brought goo to the podcast, and now I have to say it whenever I can. Because that's the only thing that will silence the demons in my brain is to say goo whenever I can. Because that's the hyperfixation of my brain.
If I give you the dumbest, if I give you the worst way to say a name or like a phrase that nobody else would latch on to,
yeah.
Like you saw Papa Goo and you were like, I hate this thing. And then I said Papa Gussie and you're like top 5 best fucking characters in the show. I love Papa Gussie.
Yeah.
So fucking MVP.
I get you say the thing and it sounds great in my head. And then I have to say it as many times as possible. It's just... This is my mental illness, and it's okay.
I think it's known to the listeners, but listeners, if you didn't realize it, Matt's a really big fan of wrestling.
I mean, yeah. I don't know what that has to do with anything.
I don't know.
Whatever. Buggy and Mr. 3 roll up, and they see Luffy and Bon Clay, and they're like, "How are you? What?" Oh, sorry. No, they see Bon Clay. Just Bon Clay in his cell.
Just Bon Clay. And he is happy at first, and then he's shocked to see 3.
Yes.
They are fucking thriving.
They are thriving. Luffy's running downstairs. He's so hot. 3 and Buggy release Bon Clay from their cell and tell him about Luffy, and then they're immediately just like, all right, bye. Gotta go find Luffy. Marines rolling into the prison. They're planning.
They try.
They're trying. They're going to take care of Luffy, they're stopped by Mistress Sadie, the torture expert.
She's like a dom lady. Her eyes are covered with like hair, and she's got like pink bondage leather, but like a lot of underboob.
She's got a lot of it, and she gets off on screams.
She moans every like 5 words.
Yeah, she's like, "I'm adorable.
Like, you're not gonna.
You will be referred to me as mistress." Oh, the screams!
And then all of the Marines are like, "Does she think she's cute?" And then she whips one of them, and she goes, "I am cute." And then she goes like, "So good, ooh." Love whipping them.
And she got a big old Muppet looking koala guy.
Yeah, there's just fucking creeping, just like half looking behind, like from behind the door.
What you doing over there? Hello.
Making a lot of eye contact.
Hello. It's me.
Did you know that I learned from a friend recently that koalas, was it a friend? No, I think it was a video. I don't know. I learned from some source that koalas do not recognize leaves as food unless they are attached to a branch.
Whoa, what do they recognize them as?
They don't. Koalas are incredibly stupid.
Oh.
Like, they're super dumb.
What do they...
Like, eucalyptus isn't even that good for them. They just eat it and then they shit all the time.
What do they think the leaves are then?
And they have chlamydia.
Do you think you could put a different leaf-like thing in front of them while they're on a branch and they would eat it?
Maybe if it's close enough to a branch. But I think koalas are just really... Have you ever seen the video of the koala in the car with all the doors open and the guy actively trying to like block areas off and guide it out the door? And the koala just keeps going deeper inside the car and getting confused.
No.
Because it's got no perception. And I think their eyesight's bad. It's a fucking miracle that koalas are alive.
What would happen? I wonder what would happen if we put a koala on a branch, but it didn't have any leaves on it, but then we just started like fluffing napkins in its face.
It might eat them.
We could flavor the napkins.
What if we gave a koala a churro?
It would think it was a branch. What if we gave a koala?
It probably wouldn't eat it.
What if we gave a koala a churro with napkins wrapped around it? It would eat the napkins.
The napkins.
Because it would hold on to the churro because it would think it was a branch. Look at us.
Oh, man. Koalas are the best delivery method for churros.
Koala's the best. Yeah, because then it eats the napkins away from your churro and then it just has the churro left over for you.
You will get chlamydia, much like that one guy from One Direction did.
Really?
I don't know.
Did you just make that up?
I'm pretty sure one of the I don't know any of the One Direction guys, but I think one of them.
One of them's named Harry Styles.
Oh.
And then one of them had a song about sex, I think. And everyone was like,
Good
ooh,
for them.
The bad boy. And then I think one of them is in love with Harry Styles. And then there's two other ones, I think. And that's all I know about One Direction. 1D. That's it. Anyway.
Okay, sorry. The rumor was that Harriet Styles got peed on by a koala and they were worried about chlamydia. But he did not contract chlamydia from getting pissed on by a koala. But if you wanted to pee on Harry Styles, too late. A koala already did it.
Do you think that...
Also, are we supposed to like Harry Styles? Because I don't like his face. He looks like somebody I wouldn't like.
I have no feelings whatsoever about Harry Styles. Do you think the koala thought that Harry Styles was a jellyfish and he's just trying not to get stung?
Harry Styles kind of looks like a background kid in a Harry Potter movie.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds right. He's British.
I think that might just be it. He does look British. He looks like he's trying and failing to.
He definitely is.
He's trying really hard to be David Bowie and not succeeding.
Oh.
That's my take on Harry Styles.
I do know one more thing.
Oh my god! I think
he tastes like strawberries.
Oh my god! I found a picture of Harry Styles and he looks like Don Flamingo.
He does look like Don Flamingo.
Harry Styles is a piece of shit.
And he tastes like strawberries. I heard he tastes like strawberries.
Is that
I think that's a lyric from one of his songs. That is a lyric from one of his songs. I don't know anything else. I know he looks like Don Flamingo and he tastes like strawberries. And that's it. Anyway.
Don Flamingo confirmed.
Marines are going to guard outside Impel Down then while the shit goes down inside. Fucking Magellan rolls up with Boa Hancock. And then, like, down to where Ace is. And shit starts going down. Prisoners start, like, freaking out because they see Boa Hancock. And they're like, oh, my God, she's so sexy. Please. Oh, my goodness, come over here. And Boa's just like, I'm not going to talk to any of them.
This is the really fucked up thing where they're all, like, talking about licking her feet.
Yeah,
and it's
like, really fucked up.
It's, like, very upsetting and uncomfortable. And
I mean, I guess that's the point. But, like, it was uncomfortable. She tries to talk to Ace and Jimby's there as well. But all the prisoners are getting like super fucking riled up.
Okay, there was, not to reduce the impact of the scene, there was the same still of Boa's face from a 3/4 view looking at the cell, and it was the most off-model fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. It's like how Zorro looks in the background, but foreground Boa, and I can't believe they like not only had this, but it was used like 4 times.
Mike, that's just what
in
her
the span
face.
of, like,
that's just what her face looks
10
like. You can't
It's
say
just
that.
that like
You can't say
her
that.
faraway eye didn't look like it had depth to it.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like it was like flat sticker eyes were pasted on an orb,
It's just
and that was her face.
That's just what her face looks like, Mike. You can't say that.
It was. I saw it once. I was like, "Oh, that was weird," and then it kept showing up. And
Yeah.
it's not. Anyway, Diarrhea Man.
Yeah, all the prisoners start calling Magellan Diarrhea Man, and then he starts getting mad, and then Boa has the thought like, "Ooh, I know what I'm gonna do." So then she like eggs on the prisoners, and they start going fucking crazy, and then they're yelling at Magellan more, talking about poop, and then Magellan gets so pissed, he gets pissed about poop. And he unleashes his poison powers on prisoners. Sorry, his venom powers. Because he had the venom fruit. Not the poison fruit. He had the venom fruit. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make any fucking sense, Mike.
Oh my god, no, Google. I don't want you to.
He didn't have the venom fruit poison edition. He had the venom fruit.
I had this question later, but I looked it up. So venom and poison are both toxins. It's the means of distribution.
Yes.
If you eat it, if you bite it, it's a poison. If it bites you, it's a venom.
Yeah, but what if there's no biting?
But they're both like the same thing. So like if somebody ingests something he does, that's a poison. If he sticks it in them, that's a venom.
What if he throws it on the ground and then they slip in it?
They really should have called it the toxin fruit.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Anyway, it's fine. He unleashes his poison powers on prisoners, and in the ensuing craziness, Boa tells Ace that Luffy is coming to rescue him. And then, like, you don't hear it. You just see, like, Boa mouthing words while everyone's going crazy, and Magellan's killing a couple prisoners. And then afterwards it dies down, and then Ace is like freaking out, and he's like, "Is what you said the truth?" And she's like, "Yeah, why would I lie? Also, he was afraid that you would be angry, but he still had to do it." And then Magellan's just like, "What's that about?" And she's like, "Don't worry about it." And then she goes, and she's like, "I can leave now," and goes to leave.
And then Jinbei asks Ace what they were talking about, and Ace is like, Luffy's coming.
Yeah, and then Jinbe's like, "Straw Hat Luffy? The Luffy with the straw hat? The one you've been telling me about?"
Yeah.
So Jinbe knows who Luffy is.
Yeah.
We haven't had
What?
any interaction with, like, Jinbe. They haven't done any, like, Jinbe backstory or anything like that, so I can't possibly foresee him joining the crew right now. You know?
No, it's got to be way later.
Also,
I mean, like, when we started this podcast, I think he had just joined the crew. I think that's, like, why we knew about him.
Really? Oh.
I thought that's what happened.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh.
I missed the crew.
I might be wrong.
I missed the crew. It's been so long.
No, we got the new crew. We got the Straw Hats, too.
Straw Hats 2.
We got
Impel
new Zoro.
Dougaloo.
We got new Zoro, a.k.a. Buggy. We got new Sanji, a.k.a. Mr. 3. We got new Nami,
Usopp.
a.k.a. Bon Clay.
Oh.
Usopp is the Sphinx.
Yep. Chopper is Mr. 1 because he chops.
Yep. Daz Bones.
Because he's got damn bones. And Chopper has bones on his hat.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What?
Yeah.
That's an X. It's not really bones.
Yeah, that's bones.
Well,
New
antlers.
Robin is going to be Jinbe.
I was going to say Boa, but yeah, Jinbe.
Yep.
Makes more sense.
Yep.
New Boa, is Boa Brooke?
Boa's Brooke.
Or is Boa's Frankie?
Boa's Frankie, and Brooke is Ace.
Because she's got... We got it.
Right? It makes sense.
I want to see... I want to see Boa and Frankie interact.
Oh, shit. That'd be fun. Wait.
It'd be really like...
So then
Because I feel like Frank would just be like, I'm a nasty little pervert. And she'd just be like, oh, yeah. And then like love beam him. He's like, nah, girl, you ain't for me.
Yeah. It'd be great. He's only got one love.
His underwear. His trunks.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Motherfucking Luffy's running upstairs now, and he's like, "Oh, the stairs are going up now. I'll just keep running. Eventually, they'll go down." He ends up getting
Naturally.
He ends up getting shot at a bunch. He dodges them, but then the big noodle sphinx, paws him down to the ground, and it looks like all hope is lost. But who appears? It's Zoro. He's there, and he's like, "Let him go," but it's not Zoro. It's Bon Clay doing his swan arabesque.
I'm willing to admit that I completely forgot that Bon Clay had devil fruit powers at this point. So I was just like, who's this green-haired dude, like Zorro-looking motherfucker who's running up?
Yep.
And then it clicked like a minute later. I was like,
right, devil fruits, yes. I mean, it's fine. They recap what his powers are shortly after.
Yeah.
He does a swan technique, takes out the Sphinx. We see a recap of Bon Clay being a real friend back in Alabasta when he gave himself up to let the Straw Hats escape.
Luffy is so fucking happy.
Yeah, no hesitation. He knows exactly who it is.
It's like, Bon Clay, hell yeah, I thought you died, but I'm so happy you didn't die.
Yeah.
Like, Luffy doesn't remember names.
No.
He remembers Bon Clay's.
Oh, I mean, he remembered Buggy.
Remembers friends.
He remembered Buggy.
That's true.
Buggy. Anyway, Bon Clay, they are there. They're facing off with Luffy against the Blue Gorillas. The Blue Rillas?
Blue Gories,
The Blue
I think they keep
Gories.
calling
Blue
them.
Rillas, whatever. Anyway, Bond's got
Blue
someone
Rillas.
down on level 5 to get to as well. So Bond's like,
Mm-hmm.
I got you, baby. Let's go down to level 5 together. Best friends.
At this point, did you think it was Crocodile?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought it was Crocodile. I thought Bon Clay was like, I want to go kick that guy in the
I
face.
was kind of thinking it was Jimby. I don't know why.
It's dude, if Bon Clay and Jimby go back, that would be
That'd
crazy.
be fucking awesome. Anyway, wait, do you have a MVP for that episode? Other than Bon Clay?
Is there anything else? Let me think about it. Oh, it's motherfucking Bon Clay again. Runner-up is that weird fucking koala.
Yeah. We don't even need to talk about Saul Death this next episode if we don't want to.
What?
It's fine. Episode 433.
433. This title sucks. Do you have a good title for this? I called it It's the Humidity That Gets You, but I feel like I could have gotten a pun out of it. Because they're really hot the whole time and they're sweating and it's like, oh, it's not the heat, it's the humidity. That's like a thing that people say around here.
I need waterproof cosmetics. I don't know. I got nothing.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. What about Saul Death? Was he there?
He was
Did we
there.
just keep forgetting about him?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. It does not really. I
just
feel like they kept trying to make him a thing, but it's not a thing. It's like whatever.
Yeah, stop. Saul Death's not going to work.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. It's not landing.
Yeah. I can't even make a fun Saul Ducey joke. Like nothing.
No, he's just like a little guy.
He's just a little guy, and he's there, and he's not really affecting much. And I feel bad about saying that, but it's true. I mean, Sadie, the dominatrix, also not doing much.
It doesn't help that everyone he's surrounded by is also like way more eye-catching.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Magellan's the only one who's really like doing much.
Magellan looks fucking cool. I think
Hannibal
pretty
looking
neat.
like a pervert. It's fine.
Yeah, Hannibal's a little weirdo. Weirdly, I think the least pervy out of all of them, though.
Maybe. I don't know. He says some interesting things. Anyway, Bon and Luffy beating down Blue Gory.
Yep, unstoppable.
The guards basically.
And then there's a fucking... They're watching him, and then we see the fucking receiver snail with its like glittery eyes, and it was scary.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, they're doing their thing.
And then there's a weird Jack Nicholson inmate who's listening to the guard's radio.
Yeah, I was wondering.
These guys. No, they found Straw Hat.
Taking out the guards. Oh, here's Johnny.
Is Jack Nicholson canceled yet?
Probably. I don't know.
He's got to be.
Maybe. And yeah, the guards like recap who's escaped with Luffy, or who's running around between Luffy, Buggy, Mr. 3, and Bon Clay. We see Saul Death brought the Bluerillas up to level 2 to break up the prisoner riots, because we didn't even say this earlier. Before they jumped down or fell down with the Sphinx down to level 3, Buggy had released all of the fucking inmates on level 2. So there's like a full-on riot going on, and they're like, "Thanks, Captain Buggy." So all the prisoners on level 2 are like rioting, and it basically beat the fuck out of all the guards up on level 2, which is great. Saul Death's going up there to level 2. Basically, Boa is leaving. Domino's blushing, being like, "Oh my goodness." Boa covers her ass a little bit about Luffy just being like, "How do you think that prisoner got down there?" Blah, 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 blah. And then we see Magellan basically like laying out the plan to all of his staff. So Saul Death's going with the Blue Gory up to level 2. Sadie, the dominatrix, wants to go up there as well, but he's like, "Nah, I need everybody to go down to level 4 in case to stop them from getting any lower." And level 3 is fine because Minotaurus is there, a big boy.
Yeah. Minotaurus.
Would you milk him? Would you milk him, Mike? Would you milk him? Would you milk him?
I wouldn't stop.
You wouldn't stop milking him?
No.
Once you start, you just can't stop.
You gotta let the spice flow.
The spice?
Yeah.
Lisan al-Gaib.
Yep. I am the Kwisatz Haderach.
You are
the milker of men.
The milk Daib.
The milk Daib.
I watched Dune 2 this weekend.
Cool. I haven't.
It was fine.
I watched one half of Dune 1.
Spoilers, they milked a worm. That was fun.
I got bored, and I think Timothée Chalamet's face sucks.
They milked.
It's a known. I mean, hey.
We've talked
honk. Fuck Timothée Chalamet. We hate Timothée Chalamet. And all the STDs he's given to people.
Yeah. We've talked about Timothée Chalamet. He milks lots of things.
He
milked a giraffe.
Help us get big enough that we get in trouble for talking shit and slander about Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah.
If we had to stop this podcast because Timothée Chalamet sent a cease and desist, be fucking amazing. Then we made it.
That would be very funny. I don't think that's going to happen.
Can we make a t-shirt, Matt? Can our first t-shirt just be like Buggy doing the like double finger and it just says "fuck Timothée Chalamet"? It just says funpiecepodcast on the back.
And everyone's just like, what is the context here? But all you motherfuckers are just like, yeah. Represent.
Listen, we've been hating on Chalamet forever. It's been a long running.
It's fine.
He's whatever.
Milk a worm.
Charisma void.
Milk a worm, save a cowboy.
Don't let anybody be an actor these days.
Anyway, Magellan sets the tone for everybody. We see Buggy and Mr. 3, and they're so hot on level 3.
So hot.
Luffy and Bon Clay end up running into Minotaurus. Which is where I then was like, would you milk him? And of course you said yes.
Yeah. Absolutely. Bon Clay gets nervous seeing this guy. Tries to crush Luffy. It's fucking moving around like DBZ style, like
Shaving.
like teleporting.
He knows shave.
Yeah, it's shaving.
Minotaur knows shave. Sniffly Minotaur knows shave.
It fucking, when it's revealed though, it is like adorable.
It is.
It's like the top half is like a cow, cute little cow with a booger, but it's got man abs.
Yeah.
For some reason,
Minotaurus.
its belly is shaved.
Minotaurus. And it's Walrus. Anyway, Bon Clay's like, I need cosmetics quick. Oh, sorry, no. Luffy's second gears does like a big punch and just like launches Minotaurus into oblivion. Then Bon Clay's melting and being like, I need cosmetics quick.
It's really impressive that they found Minotaurus because most men can't.
All right. Well, I guess that's the end of the podcast, everyone. We did it. That is the joke. That is the joke. That is the joke. We won. We won. That's it. That's the joke, everyone.
Yeah. Did you talk about Luffy getting a second gear yet?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, sorry. I was thinking about that Minotaurus joke.
That's fine. It was really good. It was a really good joke. Good job.
Yeah, it seemed like you laughed a lot at it. It seemed like you really got a kick out of that and really thought it was funny. And it's not just me laughing at my own stupid fucking joke.
Someone's going to love that joke, Mike. Someone's going to love that joke.
It's not gonna...
I thought it was very clever. I don't know if I...
Oh, yeah.
It's fine. Anyway, there's a big window that's hot. And Bon Clay's like, we just got to go up there. So he and Luffy go up. And Luffy's like, this is hot. And he's like, you just got to jump down there into the pit. And that's where the burning heat hell is for level 4. That's where all the smoke's coming up. There's a giant iron pot of boiling blood.
Yep.
Which is fucked up. That's fucked up.
A whole lot of blood. It's a good thing it's only blood, though, because it doesn't kill people when they fall in it.
Yep, I guess. Bond's like, we gotta jump, but it'll be dangerous. And then Luffy's like, and they say that down there's an Eva. There's a person named Eva, who's a guy who's the queen of all queens.
That's who Bon Clay wants to meet.
Yeah.
That's who Bon Clay is planning to meet on level 5. The queen of Kamabaka. Is it Kamabaka?
I just wrote the island that Sanji's stuck on.
Yeah, I don't know how to spell it because it's not what they call it in the subtitles. No. I forget what they call it, but I think they say Kamabaka Kingdom, and Eva is the queen of all queens.
Yeah, the queen of all queens.
And Luffy's like, oh, that sounds like a really important guy.
Queens, yes.
Yes.
But Straw Hat.
Immediately, this gets interrupted by Buggy and 3 sprinting as they're getting chased by Minotaurus. And as they're running, Luffy, Buggy's like, "Don't worry, I've got a great plan. You remember my flashy buggy ball that I was terrorizing a town with?" And fucking, sometimes Luffy does a thing, and I'm like, "Yeah, I really feel this." Where he's like, "I don't remember that at all," and Buggy's very discouraged, and I'm just like, "Yeah, no, there's too much shit that's happened.
Yeah.
Why would you be able to remember all of it?"
He gets all embarrassed and blue like Foxy does when they call him Splithead. Which is very fun, and he's like, "Well, it's basically a big ball that I launch at them, and then it explodes. It's just really cool."
Mr. 3 eventually is like, "Yeah, okay, we get it. It's so important you put your name on it." Like,
so he shoots up Buggy Ball, or he says Muggy Ball.
He's like, I've figured out how to compress the power of a buggy ball into a tiny one, and he's like, I've hid some on me, so he's got some muggy balls. He calls
muggy ball.
That's why I did it's the humidity that gets you. I should have put like, oh man, sure is muggy ball in here. He hits the Minotaur guy with it. Then Bon Clay kicks the Minotaur, and then Luffy and Mr. 3 do a cool wax mallet rifle combo thing, and the Minotaur is KO'd. Out for the count.
And
fuck that guy.
And then we cut down.
And Ace is sad.
He says, Luffy, stay away.
I still think it's really funny.
Oh, no, that was the worst burp ever, and I recorded the whole thing. I'm so sorry, listeners. Please forgive me.
I didn't hear any of it.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to edit it out either.
It's at 1 minute, 17 minutes, and 49.
Don't care. Can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. I think it's funny that Ace has not really done anything at all in the context of this show so far. Like, I understand why he's important. But he just kind of hangs out on Alabaster for a little bit.
Yeah, it's a great
He
time.
blows up one ship.
Yeah. He does that cool flip thing that
doesn't-
Usopp tries to copy.
Yeah. Yeah. He loses a fight, and then he's sad in a cell. It's an interesting thing to me that Ace is such like a big character, and we have spent so little time with him.
I mean, we could say the same thing about Shanks. They talk about Shanks all the fucking goddamn time.
Literally never think about Shanks.
They talk about Whitebeard a lot. Recently,
Yeah,
they've
it's
talked
true.
about Whitebeard a lot, and we've seen Whitebeard once. One episode. One episode.
So it's just like the most important, finger quotes, important people in this world we just don't see.
And that's why Foxy's barely in the show.
I also
That's why Foxy's barely in the show.
We've gotten approximately 7 hours of Foxy.
Yeah. We've also had
Which is crazy.
We've had exponentially more Foxy than we've had Don Flamingo.
Yeah, and I fucking hope it stays that way.
It's not gonna stay that way.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I'm more excited to see Don Flamingo than I am to see Shanks again.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't fucking
Poopy
care
butt
about, I
Don
don't fucking
Flamingo
care
is
about
gonna
Shanks.
make some shit happen. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not gonna traumatize anybody.
Anyway, Buggy in episode 434.
434, Momonga's big news.
Mamungas babungas.
Speaking of Shanks,
Buggy and 3 don't want to go to level 4. Big surprise. Luffy picks his nose.
Luffy picks a big ol'. Oh, well, no. I actually wrote a funny here.
Ooh.
I wrote Boa is on a boat. Like a boat.
Oh.
And talking to Momonga about how Ace only has 29 hours till his execution.
Yep.
Then we cut back to Luffy and friends, and he picks a big old bloody booger.
Yep.
And then the ground gives out.
Yep. And Luffy,
And they're falling.
Luffy's just like, why is the ceiling going up?
Mr. 3 goes, "You're falling, I'm falling, we're falling." It's funny.
And then they're all yelling at each other about whose powers or move broke the floor,
This was good.
which is very funny.
Yeah. It's like, it was my buggy ball. It was my kick. It was my powerful punch. And then Mr. 3 is like, it was my well, no, it wasn't. Mine didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I've been useless.
Yeah. Meanwhile, down on level 4 in the boiling pit of hot hell, there's a big horse guy who whacks a dude into the boiling pot of blood.
Yeah, it's a big zebra.
And there's a
Zebra.
zebra who looks a little like Pierre. You know, a little embarrassed, cute face like Pierre.
A little bit in the eyes. A little bit.
Anyway,
I think Pierre and Foxy look more alike.
that's fair. Anyway, a bunch
So that's why I figured out I have a type.
bunch of prisoners getting fucked up. One particular one gets hit by another prisoner, and the one who hit him is none other than Mr. One Das Bones.
He like bumps into Mr. Bones. And then he just knocks him. Yeah, he like throws him into the...
Yeah, and they're like, you're not supposed to attack
boiling
other
blood.
prisoners. And he's just like,
I don't care. I'm not going to say words. I still think about that time a guy cut me.
yep.
Boa is now on a different boat, and it's bigger.
Wow.
And then she asks for smaller portions. And then honk, 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 Shanks. It's the Shanks mention watch. Momonga gets a report that Shanks had a run-in with Kyle
You know, say shank,
from
shank,
Wano.
shank, because we're also in a prison. We're also in a prison.
Oh, shank. And everybody's allowed to keep their sharp objects on their bodies.
Yeah,
Nobody even checked Buggy for explosives.
they didn't.
Crazy. He probably
Interesting.
kept them. They were in his in test. Like they were inside him.
Well, he had his
He
buggy,
put them up his
he had
butt
his
and then
buggy ball
dislocates.
sack.
Oh, and then he undoes his
He
sack
he
to let
chops
the
bottom
buggy
of
balls
he
out.
chops the bottom of the sack, puts the buggy
Yeah.
balls in, and then chops it back on.
Dude, if you had that power, you'd be like, I'm circumcised. I'm not circumcised. I'm circumcised. I'm not circumcised. I gave myself a buggy vasectomy.
I'm
flashily.
A flashily vasectomy. I'm vasected. I'm not vasected. Now I'm vasected again.
Watch me take my tonsils out. Oh, we have fun.
I hope someday he gets animated to do like the little magic trick where you make your finger go, but he just does it himself.
But it's just his. Yeah,
that'd be pretty good.
Actually,
be pretty good.
Yeah, Shanks had a run-in with Kaido, aka Kyle from Wano, who is one of the 4 emperors.
Yeah,
because Kyle from Wano, aka Kaido, was after Whitebeard.
He was after Whitebeard, and so Shanks got in the
Momonga's
way.
like, yeah, and I couldn't tell if Shanks won that altercation or
stalled
just
him.
Had an altercation.
They didn't say. They just said he had a run. They had a run-in.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll find out 400 episodes from now.
Who cares? I don't know. Whatever.
Who cares about
He's
Kyle
fine.
from Wano and that stupid red-haired Shanks?
We're probably never even gonna see one.
They're not applicable to our situation right now, so who cares?
Momonga, whose name, despite not wanting to remember, I have remembered, is worried about war, which is fair.
He says,
then we cut to
this war is gonna set the course of history as we know it.
For the next 500 episodes.
For the next 500 minutes.
We cut over to Hannibal and Magellan getting ready with guards. Oh, I wrote and, but it looked like it said anal.
Hell yeah.
But it says and the demon guards. Hannibal, Magellan, demon guards, and regular guards are all on level 4. Magellan has a private poo chair.
Oh my
With
god.
working plumbing. And Hannibal's like, I want that chair. And Magellan's like, I made it specifically for me. And then he goes, uh-oh, it's tummy time. And then he closes. He's got like a little sheet that he closes.
Yep.
And you hear pooping sounds and a flush. And
they go,
no
"It's
hand
a
washing sound.
toilet?"
No hand washing sound. Do you think it has an auto bidet?
I fucking hope so. If I were to make the perfect bathroom, I would absolutely have an auto bidet. But also a manual
money.
bidet if you want to do a little bit more, you know? Love a bidet.
Maybe it's somebody who ate the bidet fruit and their job is just to squirt on his butthole.
They just open their mouth, they go, ah, and then like water shoots out.
And they always shoot out the perfect amount to clean.
Yeah. Like, have you ever
clean
seen
them.
someone gleek?
Oh, yes. I know what this
it's like
is, yes.
that, but like a furious
Did
stream.
you talk to me about gleeking
I
recently?
probably talked to you about gleeking. I have a friend I've known for a very long time who can gleek on command, and it's what a talent. Truly.
I think my girlfriend mentioned gleeking, and I got grossed out because it sounds like a sex thing.
It does sound like a sex thing, and it's not. You just like open your mouth up and you like shoot water out from underneath your tongue.
Is it underneath your tongue? I thought it was like between your front teeth.
I don't know.
Like a
I thought it was from underneath the tongue.
kind of like the Jurassic Park, like the dinosaur that has like the fan
Yeah.
neck thing.
Yeah. I have a longtime friend who can gleek on command, and it was always just like when he would like get near and his mouth would be open, I'd just be like, no, and he just
It's like a llama.
pretty much, yeah, it was great. What a guy.
We get introduced to the
He's a very good guy. He's a good guy.
Sadie introduces her boys.
Yes.
We get Mina koala, Mina rhinoceros, and Mina zebra.
Yep.
And they all have different emotions, but I didn't catch any of them other than the zebra is shy.
I also only got the zebra because
That's the only one that matters.
Yep.
It's fine. I think the koala was kind of an asshole.
he just kind of stared. He was like,
Yeah.
Anyway, we cut.
But they all have different personalities.
I think we cut.
And Magellan's toilet window.
He's got a toilet window too. Yeah.
They're like, oh, Magellan, we've got news. And then like a little window opens up from the back out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so fucking good.
Everyone should have one of these at their job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway, Magellan makes plan to have. We already talked about it. No. We cut to Luffy and the crew. They're falling. Magellan makes a plan to have everybody's staff up, and he lets his stinky breath pop off. He's got stinky breath. Gross.
I thought. Oh yeah. And his stinky butt toilet.
Yep. Luffy, Bon, Buggy, and 3 all land on like a little like stone bridge next to the pool of boiling hot lava, and their feet are hot.
Man, he was taking a dumper on the hottest level. That's got to smell extra bad.
Yeah.
Like, what happens if you have a contained poop zone in heat? Like, in the heat. It's not a good time.
It's a force to be reckoned with.
I've been in a porta potty at a Ren fair.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
It is.
It's not.
Truly. So hot. It's so hot. Luffy smells.
Matt?
He smells.
Matt?
What?
It's so hot.
So hot. So hot. So hot. Luffy smells something
hot?
and he runs off, and Bon Clay has like a mental. So hot.
Guys, I'm just seeing if I can get you to keep doing it.
So hot. Luffy has a so hot. Sure.
Vocal stimming now.
So hot.
What
You did
what
this.
happened?
You did this.
Yeah, I know. I can get you off topic. It's not hard.
Sure hurt. Okay.
Do you think Airbud would do a better job running this?
Airbud.
Yeah. Jailbud.
Jailbud. Impel Bud. Impel Down Bud. Impel Air Bud.
Buddy the Clown. Oh.
Buddy the Clown. Air Buddy the Clown.
Do you think
Bud D Clown.
Ooh. Air D Bud?
Air D Bud. Ooh.
Oh my fucking God, we got there. We got
so
there.
Hot. Bon Clay has a mental map of Impel Down somehow, and is like, Luffy's running towards the kitchen. So then they all go running. A bunch of
Luffy does a fucking Beyblade move.
Yeah, fucking a bunch of guards roll up, and Luffy's like, "Fuck this! I'm hungry. I'll eat food later, but I got beat." And he does the gum fireworks, and he does basically whips himself like a Beyblade. And this is great. It's just like all the like a guard rolls up to Magellan's poop box, and they're like, Team A's in place, but he's having some trouble with Straw Hat Luffy. And then another guy jumps up and he's like, Team B has arrived to help with Team A, but they're having trouble with Straw Hat Luffy. And then a third one rolls up and they're like, all the teams are in trouble from Straw Hat Luffy, because Luffy and Bon Clay are just like decimating all the guards.
There's a fucking amazing where Bon Clay just like dives through a group. And it's just like they pause, and then it's just like somebody turns gravity off, and they just go up.
It's fucking
It's
great.
very funny.
We see Mr. 3 pulls Buggy aside, and he's like, open your eyes. This is the time for us to leave. So then they're like, we got to check for ambushes. This is the perfect time. This is too easy for them to be running through all these guards. Like, we're going to get ambushed.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, they're probably sending all of the all-stars down to the next level to like take care of business. So this is like the time we need to get out of here.
Yeah. And he feels like confident that Magellan is probably taking care of Luffy. So the other options are more manageable.
Yeah. And then who appears?
And then start little goops fall down, and it's Magellan lands like he's like still like he's standing regular, and then he just lands like a robot.
He slorps.
And then he's just like, I've arrived to stop your buffoonery.
To slorp it up.
Slurp up that buffoonery. MVP was bidets.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah. What do you think it was going to be?
Bon Clay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, given. Given.
It's fair. Episode 445.
He's Magellan on a felon. Are you Jellin?
Ooh. Oh.
That's a little Dr. Scholl's commercial reference. If you get it, you're probably also over 30. Get Budweiser frogs.
So hot. So I love simple graphic maps in One Piece. It's my favorite thing. Where we get like the current arc of like where chaos is happening, and
Oh,
we
where
get like
everyone is?
the
Yeah.
simple cartoon heads just like floating to wherever they are. I love the graphic maps. It's my favorite thing.
Gives us some context.
It's great. It's my favorite. Anyway, Magellan's so sloppy because he's so hot.
Yeah, he's gooping grape jelly everywhere.
So gooping, glorping, slorping grape jelly up on the glop.
The guard see he's ready for a fight, so they're all like, "Oh no, let us get out, please, please, let us leave, please, let us leave."
Yep.
Luffy's fucking angry. He's like, "Fuck you, I'm hungry."
He
Then
just
Bon
goes,
Clay
"You
is like,
suck."
"Oh no." Yeah, it's really the best thing. Luffy just being like, "I'm gonna kick your ass," or "You suck." Like, amazing.
Can I?
Bon Clay's trying to warn Luffy about Magellan being poisoned.
Yes.
Man.
I have a very specific quote Luffy says, and it made me really happy.
Okay.
Because I've said the phrase that a professional wrestler used where he said before, "I'm old, I'm hurt, I'm tired, and I work with fucking children." I've used that phrase before. Luffy said in this context, looking at Magellan, he says, "I'm hot, I'm mad, and I'm hungry. Get the hell out of my way." And I was just like, "Yeah, Luffy.
That should be on a t-shirt.
I'm hot, I'm mad, I'm hungry. So hot. I'm hot, I'm mad, I'm hungry. Get the hell out of my way." That would be a great Luffy shirt, actually. Just
That would be a really good Luffy shirt.
Yeah.
Just like the text forms his head or something.
Yeah.
Or like forms the skull.
Oh.
Or it's all in different fonts.
ooh,
There's like a Harry Potter font. There's a Lord of the Rings font. There's a Star Wars font.
that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Work on it.
My grandma, who takes no guff from anybody, bought her grandson this shirt. And if you try to fight him, he'll tell his grandma and she'll kill you with her bare hands because she bought him this t-shirt.
She's so hot.
You ever get one of those?
No,
Oh, man, you're missing out.
sorry.
I'll get you one.
Thanks. Anyway, he took the venom fruit, and he's venomous, not poisonous. But apparently,
He's a venom man.
He's a venom.
Eddie Brock.
Eddie.
Brock.
Eddie.
Can we eat that one?
Eddie Brock. Can we have nachos? I wish to
Kill Straw Hat. I want to kill him.
Straw Hat, could you please get out of my prison? I would like to take a big poop with Eddie Brock.
Oh, venom is me, Eddie Brock. No, we can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sweating all. I'm so hot. I'm sweating.
I'm so hot. I gotta sit in this bucket of crabs.
Yeah, that's a bad guy. You could get him. Yeah, you could kill that guy. He's a bad guy. It's me, Eddie Brock. I don't know how to do an impression of this guy. I'm really sweaty all the movies. I'm sweating the whole time because there's a snake in my pants.
I feel like half the time we're just doing fun bits for each other that have nothing to do.
Yeah.
It's great. This is good. This is great.
We started this with no intention of anybody actually listening,
This
except
is
for
the best podcast ever.
3
It's the
people.
best podcast in the entire
Yeah.
world, everyone. Eddie Brock.
The best art you make for yourself, you know?
I'm hot, I'm mad, and I'm hungry. Get the hell out of my way, Eddie Brock.
Turning into Cookie Monster.
Please give me cookie, Eddie Brock. I'm hungry.
Oh, Luffy and Magellan fight at the end of the episode.
His name is Eddie. He's good enough for me. He brings me cookie. It's good enough for me. I thought we finished that episode. We finished the episode. We were on to the next one. Oh,
What?
wait.
No, we're still on. No, we're on episode 435. We're like in it.
Yeah.
We're just like Bon Clay's warning them and stuff, and then we started doing the venom thing.
It's fine. There's a staircase to level 5. It's guarded by Sadie and her big beasts. Magellan's getting all gloppy, saying he says Hydra, and he makes a big old snake. Makes a big old glorpy snake. Slippery snake. Slippery snake.
I can't. I'm tapping out.
Luffy goes to do a gum pistol at the poison snake, but then Bon Clay, they jump in the way and they stomp him. And Bon Clay's like, you can't punch him because you'll get hurt. And Luffy's like, I want to punch him. I want to punch that snake. But it's so hot. So the two end up running away. And Magellan, he poisons a bunch of other guards on the while he's running. And Luffy's hungry for cookies. I
hate this podcast so much.
I'm doing callbacks to everything, Mike. It's great.
Big piss.
Magellan can't catch Luffy and Bon Clay, so he lets out a big old stanky breath, and then all the guards put on gas masks. Then Mr. and then we see a shot of Mr. One, Das Bones, just staring. Then Luffy's breathing in the stanky breath.
I'm okay.
Magellan slurps down his snake goop. And like he like makes the snake move and he sees Luffy and then he just headbutt launches himself into the snake and then glorps up to where the head of the snake is next to Luffy. And then what? This all happens. This all happens. I don't know why you're laughing. This is all happening.
I don't know. I've lost.
Anyway, Luffy's.
I hit a breaking point. I don't know what
It's
it was.
fine.
I think it was the second time you said snake.
Slippery snake. Luffy's getting all hazy from the stank breath, and then Magellan punches the wall above Luffy and starts melting it, and he's just stuck in the wall, melting it, looking down at Luffy below him.
I don't think poison does that.
I don't think so either, but it's happening.
It's that's acid.
Yeah, it's acid poison glorp.
I don't know, man.
We see Buggy, Mr. 3, and they see Magellan and a bunch of guards at the door going back up to level 3. And Buggy, the 3's like, this is our chance, we gotta go. So then they are getting ready to do that. Bon Clay is off in the distance looking at Luffy and Magellan kind of bopping around
He does a really good he does a spin. He's like, I'll spin for him. I don't know what else to do. And then he spins twice and then falls over on on their face.
So then he changes his appearance to look like Luffy. And Luffy's like, you didn't change your clothes.
Is that this? I missed that.
Yeah, it's fine. But then he gets.
I think I jumped ahead.
Scoots away and he wants to help, but he's so scared to move, and he's going through all of his options, but every single one of his options he kicks Magellan, then ends up getting covered in venom and poison and dying.
Yeah.
So then he just runs away, and he's so sad. He says, "Forgive me," and he runs away.
Yeah. Cry
bawling. He's so sad.
Classic One Piece, just gallons of
Yeah.
tears coming out of their face.
Yep. Meanwhile,
Mr. 3 is trying to convince Buggy to make a move because it's just Hannibal, and they're like, I don't even know if that dude has a devil fruit. I've never seen him do anything. So they attack, and then Hannibal's immediately like, yeah, no, let him through. Let him through. This is my opportunity. This is all gonna make Magellan look bad. Just let him right through. And they're like, this is a trap. So they attack, and then they realize they fucked up.
Yeah,
he's like, I was trying to let you through.
Yeah. I think he's still wanting to let them through. He stops the attack, but he's just like, what are you doing? Please leave.
Yeah.
Magellan approaches Luffy being all give up, and then Luffy gear twos, and he's like, I'll sacrifice my arms. So then he does
and Magellan's like, what? I'll cut your arms off, sure.
Yeah, and then he does a giant gum jet bazooka and hits Magellan, and a shockwave ripples out from Impel Down across the ocean. And then we see Luffy's hands are covered in Magellan glorp, and then
bad juice.
And then we cut to the to be continued, and we hear Luffy scream.
Yeah,
and that's the end of our episodes we watched.
MVP is grape jelly.
Slippery snake.
I think Luffy's either going to realize that he can go Gear 3 and get so big that the poison won't affect him.
Ooh.
Like, he'll just, like, make his arm so big that the poison won't do anything. Or Bon Clay is going to go get an antidote. Because
from the kitchen.
The guards were all like, oh, we need an antidote, and they were, like, taking them away.
Maybe there's an
Antidoted.
antidote in the kitchen. In the cookie jar.
So that was episodes 430 to 435.
Yeah.
I lost my shit there for a little bit.
did.
During
Slippery
435. I don't even know why.
Slippery snake.
Shut the fuck up, man.
Was it the Eddie Brock
next
talk,
week-
or was it the Venom?
I think it was the whole Eddie Brock Cookie Monster thing
Yeah.
that like devolved out of nowhere
perfect.
and made that's gonna make sense to like 5 people.
Hey, those 5 people are gonna love it more than anything, though.
I haven't seen the second Venom movie, but
It's bad,
that first one is
but fun.
one of my favorite superhero movies.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's such a good time. Next week we're watching episodes 431 to
436.
436 to 441.
Correct. Another 6 episodes.
36 to 441.
Okay, you get a little slippery snake treat.
I get a little treat. Do I get to milk a minotaur?
Maybe. You know what we get to milk, though?
Our fans?
Our fans for their transponder snails. We have 5 transponder snails today.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? Slippery snake.
We have one from
Mystery.
Mr. B.
Mr. B.
Mr.
Click.
Mr. B writes, "Hey, just started listening and I love it. I am almost done with the arc that you have after Impel Down.
Whoa.
I hope you guys keep making these all so... there's not any punctuation in this. These all period. So is the historian caught up with One Piece ? Yes.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure the historian has definitely read all of it. I don't know. The historian has like seen all of it too, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Historian completely caught up.
All the way. All of the content. Yes.
I think the historian has just like seen it as it came out as like a longtime fan.
Yeah.
He's consumed the One Piece. The historian's also read every single fanfic.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it is a fact. And
Every
has
single
looked at every single One Piece Tumblr post as well.
Every post on the Fun Piece subreddit that we're going to reclaim someday. Yep.
I wonder how they're doing over there.
Next.
You want to get the next one?
Next transponder snail. Click. Fight Club with Ben and Tenaru. Ben Tenaru. Hey, Matt
notes,
and
goddammit.
Mike. The next battle is Gone from Hunter x Hunter versus Koreha. I also have a bonus battle. Who'd win in a fight? This is a One Piece podcast, by the way. Batman or Spider-Man? Y'all can decide which Spider-Man, or y'all can debate all 3 of them. Interesting. I got a goo, Ben Tenaru. All right.
Okay,
So
let's take the first one. It's Korea.
it's definitely Korea. I don't know who Gon
know
is
who
from
Gon
Hunter
is.
x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter keeps popping up on my like suggested watch thing, so I feel like maybe I'll watch it someday.
Yeah, I've been told to watch Hunter x Hunter. I just don't know if I can get behind this main character. I looked up Gon, and I think Gon is the main character.
Oh, interesting. Anyway, Dr. Korea to win because you all know why.
Yeah.
Bonus.
Absolute fucking... She knows where all the organs are.
Yeah, exactly. Also,
Batman or Spider-Man?
Batman or Spider-Man?
It's tough. Like, writing-wise, somebody writing for these characters would make it a really close one. I think Batman with lots of prep and Spider-Man would win with no prep.
Interesting.
Batman is somebody who memorizes all his lines and gets all his cues, but he can't really stray from the... like, he's not good at improvising as much as Spider-Man is. And Spider-Man's all improv.
I think I'm going to say Spider-Man would win because Spider-Man had at least some positive role models
Alfred.
Alfred's 1.
Yeah.
Also, like,
Spider-Man has a life.
Spider-Man started at the bottom. Now he's here. Not to quote Drake. I don't know anything about Drake. That just came out of my mouth. I know that quote of some. Anyway, we're going off tangent here. Batman's been given everything to him in this life.
Yeah,
A lot of money.
Do we want like
Just saying Spider-Man
we're
had to
assuming
make it on
Spider-Man
its
is like, we're talking Spider-Man like street level, struggling to get by kind of Spider-Man. We want the struggling kid, like who's in high school, to beat the 1% billionaire who is, instead of investing their money in the community and helping their city, is spending it on jet fuel
in vigilanteism
to fly a plane.
Yeah. Also, their real life names, Peter Parker just has a lot of great alliteration.
The fuck?
Yeah, I know, right?
Peter Parker's Spider-Man?
Yeah, and Bruce Wayne's Batman. Can you believe it?
The fuck he is. That doesn't
Anyway,
make any
Peter
sense.
Parker sounds
Millionaire
really good in your
Playboy?
mouth. It's a good mouth feel. So I'm going to say Spider-Man. Yeah.
Or, alternatively, Miles Morales. Also, that's a smooth name.
Also, alliteration. Good stuff. Miles
Yeah.
Morales.
And
That's also a great mouthfeel.
how do you feel about Miguel O'Hara?
Miguel O'Hara.
Yeah.
A little jolty, different animation.
Just the name flow.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Miguel O'Hara.
He's my favorite Spider-Man, not in the new movie. I think the new movie I think they did Miguel dirty in the new movie because my Miguel would not fuck with big corporation shit like that. It was whatever.
Whoa. Your headcanon?
Well, I read the old 2099. I'm going to be an old man. I read the 2099 Spider-Man comics until it got bad. And Miguel O'Hara was just like kind of a piece of shit, like asshole, but he was like not like, I'm going to start a big corporation of Spider-Man. He would have been like really annoyed by that whole idea, I think. I don't know. I feel like they didn't really get the essence of the character. If I'm totally honest.
Well,
Also, he should have a lisp because he's got sharp teeth and he never quite figured out how to talk around those. He got red eyes and sharp teeth when he got spider powers, so he had to wear sunglasses all the time, and he got a lisp.
whoa. Interesting.
Yeah, because he was always biting his fucking tongue with sharp vampire teeth.
Nice. Well, hey.
Yeah.
Anyway, also, this isn't in the transponder snail, but they posted it in the Discord, link in the description. Congratulations, Ben Tenaru, on graduating.
Yeah. From what?
I don't know,
We'll
but
never know.
congratulations on graduating whatever you graduated from.
Probably-
Supervillain school?
Cool guy school.
Cool Guy Academy. Moving on.
Better than the rest of you.
Thank you,
School.
Ben Tenaru. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-boo. It's been Fight Club.
We got another transponder snail. So many. You've been so generous.
So generous. Thank you,
We got
listeners.
another one titled 2-hour episode from Joey D.
Joey D.
Hey guys, just caught up to the podcast recently. Loving your enthusiasm for the best written story of our time and my personal favorite story of all time. Though it didn't sound like Mike was the biggest fan of a 2-hour episode, I just want to say I would love a few. I listen to these episodes at work, and it's really nice to have more One Piece content, theories, jokes, and reactions while I'm stuck working and not able to watch it myself. Signed, Joey D. We definitely got at minimum 50% One Piece with this episode.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's going to be over 2 hours long.
this episode is going to be 2 hours long. Also, you're welcome for last week. The movie night watch along is also 2 hours.
I was thinking about that. That might also be the worst thing to listen to at work because you'd be like, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I haven't seen this movie.
Unless you've already seen the movie, then hey,
Or then maybe it'll be
if you're
great.
going to listen to the watch along podcast, but you're going to be at work, just watch the movie the night before, and then you'll know.
Or get your Google glasses or Apple glasses or whatever the fuck.
Or get that.
Google Glass.
Yeah.
Is Google Glass still a thing?
I don't know.
And you put in the corner, you play One Piece Strong Worlds
yeah.
and then listen to our podcasts
Or
on the other side.
Or if you Get a
Or-
one of those Tesla microchips in your brain.
Yeah. Install a car in your head.
Yeah, put a car in your head. Or if you work at an establishment that has large screens available, just put it up on the big screen, baby.
Man,
There-
I fucking hope Elon Musk doesn't watch One Piece. I don't think he should be allowed.
I hope one of our listeners works at like a large sports arena, and they're like getting ready for like a basketball game, and there's the big Tron in the middle. But instead of displaying the scores, you just have Strong World, and you're playing over the loudspeaker our podcast.
Do it. Do it. Please. Get fired for us. It's all we ask.
Heck yeah.
You want to get this next one?
Short. This is from none other than T-Gen. Subject says, "Hey guy." It says, "My brother just informed me he got tickets to the upcoming Aquabat show in Boston in July. You guys should come. Dunkachino, T-Gen." T-Gen, I have been contemplating going to said Aquabats show. I don't know if I can do it with my work schedule, sadly, which is so upsetting to me because they only tour so much.
July 11th.
Yeah.
Let's figure out if we can know where to tell people to find us in case anybody's like, we should probably assassinate these One Piece guys.
Yeah, exactly.
$45. It's only standing room. Where is this?
It's the Paradise Rock Club. They usually go there. It's a good time.
okay.
Right next door to other places. Anyway, T-Gen, we'll let you know.
Maybe.
Mysteries.
I know I'm less of an Aquabats guy than Matt is.
I'm
more like this. I'm like the sad but still upbeat ska. Matt's like the purely upbeat ska.
the Aquabats are probably the concert I've seen most in my life. I've seen them like 6 or 7 times. I think it's a good time. It's always a good time.
Damn.
Burger Rain, baby. Just having a good time. It's a cool pool party, a real cool party. You just have a good time. You hug your homies. You dance around. You have a great time. One time, the MC Bat Commander was so hyped, and he went to punt a water bottle into the crowd, but then it hit a small child who was being held by their parent right at the front. And they stopped the whole show and got that child every piece of merch possible. And then the next year when they came back, the mom was there with the kid, and they were like, "You punted him with a water bottle." And they were like, "Oh, shit." It was great.
That's amazing.
It sounds terrible. They're like the most wholesome, friendly, like family-friendly, good time.
No, that kid's gonna remember that and be like, "Man, that was so cool when the Aquabats hit me with a water bottle."
Remember that time when the creator of Yo Gabba Gabba punted me in the face with a water bottle? Best day ever. Anyway.
We didn't do the sign off for this one or Ben Tenru. It says Dunkachino signed T-Gen, and then Ben Tenru's. Did you see Ben Tenru's? It was I gotta
Ben
Tenru.
Ben Tenru, yes. Also,
Yes,
Ben Tenru,
thank you.
I'm going to just jump in there. You didn't give us numbers to choose from. I'm going to say number 3.
I'm also gonna say I'm gonna say Mr.
Mr. 3, yes, please.
Next email, last one, final email time.
Final.
Titled "No,
No
subject,"
subject.
in parentheses. I know this is a One Piece podcast, but thank you so much for referencing the 2001 series The Tick starring Patrick Warburton. It truly was ahead of its time.
Peter.
Sent on company time. Scurvy genius.
I think Peter Parker would win. Peter Parker would win. Thank you, Scurvy Juice, for your transponder snail.
Can you give us Patrick Warburton giving Peter Parker the advice? The
Peter.
great power.
You have to remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Along with these little beauties. And then he just gives a nice pair of comfortable, supportive sneakers. And then he watches Peter put the sneakers on, and he's like, "Ooh, arch support." And then Patrick Warburton, Uncle Ben, just says, "Nice work, pal." That's it. It's good.
That's it. That's all the emails.
Hey, thank you very much
you-
to Mr. B, Ben Tenaru, Joey D, T-Gen, and Scurvy Juice for your transponder snails.
And anybody who's written a transponder snail but decided not to send it for one reason or another, or just thought about sending a transponder snail, we appreciate it.
Yeah, for all you.
We know that
Yeah.
for some of you, you think about us even when you're not listening.
Yeah.
And that must be haunting
Yeah.
for you, that we just sit there and all you can think about is us just going, so hot.
So hot. So hot.
so
Slippery
hot.
snake. So hot.
Big piss, big piss, big piss.
Raw dog that flan.
Raw dog the flan. I still like flan better.
Raw dog the flan is very good. That could be a t-shirt.
Should I get a tattoo?
What would you get?
This is raw dog the
If you're
flan.
raw dogging the flan tattoo, what would it look like?
It would be Chopper sucking
like-
flan.
With like the big like,
But like done like
the cone
it'd be like
funnel
in
of the mouth, like.
yeah, it'd be like in like framed in like an oval, like opulent little like Victorian frame with like little like accoutrement and like details, and then it would just say in a banner, like suede banner, like raw dog the flan.
Love it. Hey everybody, thank you so much for listening to the podcast. We are here all week. We're here all the time. Follow us on all the social medias at Funpiece Podcast. You can find us. Send us a transponder snail like these other kind folks did at funpiecepodcast@gmail.com. And spread the word. Tell your friends. Tell your friends, your coworkers, random people on the street, your
Dentist.
dentists. Tell your pets. Tell them about the Funpiece Podcast and tell them that.
Your marriage counselor.
Yeah, be like, hey, have you thought about raw dogging the flan? Have you thought about it? So hot. all you
Right into Oda.
mother funners, you're so hot.
Now wait, hold on. I gotta see
Sorry.
if this fucking Foxy. Hold on. Afro Luffy.
Oh yeah, we didn't even
Foxy,
talk about that. There's that new Funko Pop
Pop.
2 set. I'm not a pop person, but someone put in the Discord, there's a Funko Pop 2 set of Foxy and Afro Luffy. That shit looks awesome.
Yeah, neither am I, but I've got to get it.
You got to go and get
Part
it.
of the collection. I'm gonna tear it open. I'm gonna film myself tearing it open and send it to all the Funko people, and then I'm gonna throw the Afro Luffy into traffic.
Are you gonna? You should get 2 sets.
There's fucking Matt. Fuck me, because there are 2 versions.
Is there a
regular
Chase
one,
variant?
and then there's a. I don't know what that means.
Is there like a different paint style?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
There's one where it's like regular Foxy, but then there's one where he's angry and him and Luffy have battle damage. It's like pre and
You
post
got to get
fight.
both of them.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the Foxies out and then do you want an Afro Luffy?
Sure.
Okay. You can have the Afro.
You should take out of the box, them all out of the box, and put 2 Foxies in the box, and then the 2 Luffys in another box, and be like, there you go.
And then cut out where it says Luffy and Foxy and just do Foxy and Foxy.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be great.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to edit the box. All right, I might commit to that.
Anyway.
That's fucking hilarious.
Anyway, thanks everyone for listening to the podcast. Hey, Mike, what's the One Piece?
The One Piece is this the assholes on fucking eBay who are reselling pop figures that aren't even out yet.
Fuck them. They're not.
Fuck
They're the
'em.
opposite of so hot.
Pre-sale.
They're no
Stupid
hot.
Fucking Funko dumps.
Shuja Panda. What Shuja do? Have a great night, everybody.
Shuja smash for you. Shuja bash and crash. Shuja make big smash.